Hey Ty, how's it going? This is Eddie from Boundless SEO. Thank you, first of all, for giving us the green light to send this custom video to you. I'm here to audit your site. Per our conversation via email, we noticed that in Fairfield, California, there are keywords that are high volume. In other words, a lot of people are searching for landscaping services around your area there. I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. Um, but I'll audit your site here. This video will also explain what you have going behind the scenes of your website and how you can bring in more clients all on your own. This is good to know if you decide in the long run or in the near future that you want to replace your website or, purchase SEO services, just so that you can know what to look for, what to implement onto your website. It's really good to know inside the SEO world, of course. The three categories I like to point out in this video are content, backlinks, and citations. Looks like this is your website here, Ty. When I go through your website, I see you have great photos, beautiful layout, of course. The navigation is fairly simple. Going back to your homepage here, again, navigation fairly simple. The links seems to be working just fine. So this is a simple website, I admit. Unfortunately, you don't have any content. Unfortunately, you have some content here, but pretty much just describing the actual application or the images here. Typically, you want to see at least 1,500 words of text content on your homepage alone. Not only will this improve the relevance and the services that you offer, but also improves the level of trust inside of Google. Google loves content. The more content you have, the more you appear as an expert inside of Google. In your 1,500 words of content, Ty, you want to start inserting good quality keywords. What I mean by keywords are words or phrases that searchers enter inside search engines to discover available services, in this case, your services, landscaping. Just remember, the more content, the better. If your competitor has 1,000 words, then you want at least 1,500 words. If your competitor has 1,500 words, bump up to 2,000. This way, Google is willing to place you higher in the search results. Now, for the backlinks and citations, let's jump into Ahrefs here. This is a great tool to have. With this, you can monitor what you have going behind the scenes of your website. At this point, this is what you currently have. So you have 56 backlinks attached to your website, 15 referring domains, 13 keywords, and I'll explain this a little bit more in detail later on in this video. It's very important. Traffic on a monthly basis, you're kind of getting 16 people jumping onto your website organically, meaning they search the actual service and the location, for example, the keyword landscaping, Fairfield, California. So that's actually a good keyword to have on your website. And I'll show you, a little bit more specific in a bit. The DR meter 0, the UR 5. The UR and the DR rating here is the power of the URL and domain. A way to increase these ratings is through backlinks and citations. A backlink is pretty much a shout out or a clickable link from another website. It's basically a website linking to your website via a hyperlink. That's pretty much what a backlink is, and it looks like you got 15 attached to your website. You got to be careful not to get spammy backlinks. If not, your website will become docked from Google, and really you want to avoid that. For a citation, that would fall under the referring domain here. And it'll increase the UR level. So you kind of have 5, you have some power here. A citation is essentially your company's business name, address, and phone number listed throughout the web in different directories. And a directory would be something like Yelp, Angie's List, or Yellow Pages. I'm sure you're familiar. You should have an understanding. You have power going on here. Ideally, you would like to keep both the UR and DR at a 1:1 ratio, meaning if you have 5 here, you want to keep it at 5 on the DR also. It's just a good way to have priority inside of Google. It's good practice, and it'll boost up a bit more when comparing to those websites that are not in a 1:1 ratio. So just keep that in mind. So we covered the content. The keywords are very important. The citations and the backlinks. So those four categories are important when it comes to building your website. Let's move on to one of your competitors. Looks like these guys are getting all the attention. New image landscape company. As you can see here, Fairfield. This is what they currently have behind the scenes of their website. So over 200 backlinks attached to their website, referring domains 43, keywords over 200, traffic in a monthly basis approximately over 200. So this is good. I'm sure you want to be here. You do have potential to increase, more traffic than 200, and I'll show you just in a minute. The DR, you can see they only have 6 rating as a rating. The UR 4.5. In Arabs, they're actually located at 31 million. So this isn't scary. This is you could beat this, guys. If we go back to your what you have going behind the scenes of your website, I noticed here that you had a good bump. Over 200 people were jumping onto your website organically. So if you see there, 284, not sure if you can see that. So you had back in 2020, you had good traffic jumping onto, people jumping onto your website, but you kind of declined drastically. And as you went on, it just keeps going lower and lower. You do get a couple of spikes here, but not enough. In this spike here, you get 57. And that's, I want to say around, 2022, February. Then you go over here. Most recent, you had 37 people jumping in, 63, 50. So I'm not sure what's going on here. You do have some backlinks here, but just make sure you get those relevant backlinks. Uh, I don't know if I can't tell if you're working with the SEO agency or not. Maybe we should discuss that a little bit. But moving on, let's go back to your competitor. Also the same thing. A while back in 2020, they had 329 people organically jumping onto the website, so that was good. They decline and they keep here. Sorry, I should have scrolled down a little bit. So they decline a little bit and they are moving on, but they are getting more traffic than you, unfortunately, and they're raising the stats here. So in a most recent event, 505 people jumping onto the website, and this is in August 2023. So this is good. They are declining, so I'm not sure what's going on too. I would have to look into that. Regarding the keywords, this is very important. They have 240 keywords. These are the keywords that they have going inside their website. As you can see, for this keyword alone, landscaping Fairfield, California, there are 150 people jumping onto searching for that service in a monthly basis. So they're getting traffic because of that. Landscape Fairfield, California. The only difference is you have landscaping here, landscape here. 80 are jumping onto the website, so if you add them up, of course it'll increase. These aren't good because these aren't location keywords, meaning they're not around your area. So this is not good to have on your website, only for the locations where you actually offer the services. So keep that in mind. Fairfield Landscaping, this is a good one. 300 people are searching for the services on a monthly basis. Have this onto your website. Give it some power, and I'm sure you could boost up and get more traffic onto your website. Okay? So this is what I have for you, Ty. It's not much. I'm sure you have questions, and if you do, please reply to my email. But just make sure, just keep that in mind. Even if you don't want SEO services, and again, search engine optimization. If you don't want that, just build a new website, do it accordingly with SEO practices. We call it on-page SEO, and you should be, good to go. At least you'll have some relevance instead of at all. So even if you don't want SEO services, throw that in there, and hopefully Google will find you and will place you above them. But it's hard to say without giving it some extra boost with SEO services. So just an FYI. So as you can see, that you do have people searching for your services around the area. You just need to give your website some boost. Yeah, if you decide to go with a new website, we're here for you. If you want SEO services, we're also here for you. If you have any questions and you want to try yourself, by all means, just be very careful if you do. Again, don't get don't get flagged by Google. It's kind of hard to take off those flags. Feel free to email me any thoughts or questions. We can even take a phone call to further discuss. Thank you for your time, Ty. Hope to hear from you soon. Take care.